lot of our mental health people have proper um, to help them, and they end up homeless over
Okay.
the medications as prescribed, and they end up homeless, end up getting really issues. So what we end up doing is we put homeless people on the police. We have a big domestic issue in this country, and so what we do is we throw domestic problems onto the police. We have different problems within different communities and different types of crime, and we throw them. Police have too much to do. The jurisdiction is entirely too large, and one human being cannot address every single problem.
Okay. So
You
so so
can't be a psychologist.
okay, I heard that today. I think her name is Val Dungeon I think I think she's being considered as the running mate for Joe Biden. But she was a former black police chief of police, and she said something very similar to what you said. She said that they're having to handle too much domestic issues, and they're not trained to deal with that. So my question is, okay, so why don't we let's outline what was their job is to protect and serve. So what does that entail as far as the police go? So let's say, okay, you do this, and this is your job. So you tell me if you're on the street and something happens and somebody wants a police officer, you mean tell me you can't say, oh, I can't help you because I'm not equipped to handle that? I mean, so let's outline what their job is. It is to protect and serve. What does that mean?
Well, see, the problem is with the police department, every situation can be solved with a weapon.
Exactly.
You cannot call 911 for the homeless invading a certain area and a gun show up to try to resolve.
Mm-hmm.
The homeless don't need a gun. They need a house.
Yeah.
They need somewhere to live. They need shelter. So community, and this is what Minneapolis have proposed. The council has proposed a defunding the police department, which is one of the most genius ideas that I've heard in a very long time.
Okay.
Now, most Republicans will say that they're going to fire police officers and all this. That's not what that means. Defunding the police department, when you have a police department that has city budget is over $190 million,
Woo.
what you're basically saying is we're taking some of that money and we're going to put it towards healthcare to make adequate healthcare where now police don't have to. We're going to give people a community-based program to help them policing themselves, giving them resources to be able to help them in domestic
Okay.
and other disputes. That the community now is
Mm-hmm.
driving and we're getting the funds when no one asks police and we're no longer going to ask you to. We're going to force people to these funded departments within our city, give you the resources you need so
Okay.
for
So
some situations that they can't fix.
okay, so my question, if we're talking about the homeless or psych or whatever, so are they proposing to say, okay, we're going to have a different unit, or we're a unit altogether who when a 911 call comes in and you say there's this homeless person or whatever, so is there going to be units totally separate from the police that will be dispatched to these people instead of police officers? If that's what they're saying,
Exactly.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Exactly, and that's exactly what from every article that I have read uh, about that proposal. It is a wonderful idea from the perspective that it changes the jurisdiction of the police.
Okay.
And when you have police officers, huh? Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Police officers, we have police officers that are now only called to protect and serve in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
Not only does it help benefit other departments and areas of the city, but what it also does is minimize the chances of a police officer being put in a situation and now firing their.
What about you guys talk about what about domestic violence? So if say you get a call and then something's going on between a couple of whatever, would that something to still be handled by the police, or would that be a different a different department?
I don't know. I think it will vary from city to city. And how they address it. It's going to be the world is watching Minneapolis, right?
Right.
And how they handle this. It can be a model that can go viral across the country, or it can be an example of what not to do. So they have to be very careful.
Mhm.
They go about the city council right now has an overwhelming majority out of the 9 members of the council, 7 of which are ready to vote today that they want to fund the police, according to the article I read the other
Okay.
day. The problem with that is, what is the strategy and plan to use with the budget? And if they can't figure that out, it's going to become very catastrophic, and Republicans or the conservatives are going to use that to say, see, this is why you need police. But if it works out well and diminishes crime and cuts crime out, then guess what?
So when
Everybody can't deny
so when you had this
that the proof is in the pudding.
when you had the conversation with the police, what else were they saying that they weren't equipped to handle besides the homeless? What else was on the table?
Well, police want people to understand that when they come to a situation, they're trained to defuse situations.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes what we deem as excessive force, they need protection of themselves, and you don't know what type of individual you're dealing with. You don't know the erratic behavior that they possess and have. There's a lot that goes into the mind of an officer when they show up. So they want people to understand we're there to do a job.